Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
The pandemic taking its toll in unexpected ways.
I don't know how to deal with the grief of my daughter. I'm trying. These little girls grieve their mommy.
What local healthcare leaders are doing to help the community and how you can access that same care.
But first, we're learning more tonight about the little boy who was shot and later died in southeast Roanoke.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for 10 News at 6. I'm John Carlin.
I'm Brittany McGraw. The family of the young child who died is sharing his name with 10 News. They say 8-year-old Camden Brown died after a shooting just before 6 yesterday. It happened on Queen Anne Drive, just off Bennington Street. 10
News reporter McKinley Struther talked with Camden's family off and on all day today. He is live tonight. He's outside of the elementary school there. McKinley?
Yeah, John, Camden was a student here at Garden City Elementary. This is all according to school officials. It was here, it was at home, it was really everywhere that Camden went. His loved ones said everyone was left with an impact from him. There really isn't much to say as far as the investigation into that tragedy tonight, and that's partly because investigators have been tight-lipped. Their work, however, continues. There is a lot to say about 8-year-old Camden. A family member told me today he was the sweetest kid who was loved by so many, especially his brothers and sisters. That was proven by just how fast the community rallied around his family, donating thousands of dollars. In fact, they met their $4,000 goal within maybe 2 hours and have since surpassed that. Right now, they stand just shy of $7,000. That GoFundMe money will help support or offset funeral costs and also support his many brothers and sisters during this very extremely difficult time. A former Roanoke City Schools counselor and member of the city's gun violence task force tonight offers this advice.
So there are individuals who shut down. Sometimes individuals dissociate, and that's kind of just their way of dealing with the overwhelming trauma in their life. Some individuals act out, they get angry, they cry, but all of those things are normal reactions, and all of them are healthy reactions.
The housing authority, who manages the complex where this tragedy took place, is also offering counselors to those in need. Information on that, plus ways you can help this family, can be found on WSLS.com. Live in Southeast Roanoke tonight, I'm McKinley Struther, 10 News, working for you.
Switching over to your forecast, the summer heat took a break for a day, and we've been feeling some cooler temperatures. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowitz joins us now. Jeff, it feels more like spring.
Yeah, it felt pretty good outside today. Low humidity, temperatures 70s and lower 80s. There's a little fly in the ointment right now, and it continues to be some smoke and haze from the western and also Canadian wildfires. Right now, the air quality in the yellow category or moderate category. That means the air is acceptable, but unusually sensitive people still may want to stay inside. Here's a look at the radar. You'll notice some rain further east, some scattered showers and thunderstorms further west. Might be one little shower near Rural Retreat into Wythe County, but most of these showers and thunderstorms have stayed at bay towards far southwest Virginia and also into West Virginia. Stray shower cannot be ruled out in the mountains this evening. Otherwise, we are looking at partly cloudy skies. Temperatures at 7 in the upper 70s, falling into the lower 70s by around 10. If you're going to the pool here over the next couple of days, we're warm tomorrow and mainly dry, even warmer as we head into Thursday and Friday. I will tell you that there could be a couple of stray thunder showers Wednesday and Thursday, but for the most part, the next 48 to 72 hours looks pretty quiet here. John.
New at 6 tonight, health experts in Lynchburg are checking in on those struggling from the emotional toll of the pandemic. 10 News reporter Tim Harfman shows us how they're taking their services to the community.
Hi, my name is Nancy. I'm a community health worker with Horizon Behavioral Health.
Nancy Dotson is with a team going door to door in Lynchburg, reaching out to underserved communities during the pandemic.
We can all say what a hard year it's been, but I think for some people in different circumstances, it's hit a lot harder.
Georgia Robinson is one of them and says she feels closed off since a car hit and killed her 23-year-old daughter last November. One man was charged with DUI. Robinson's now caring for her granddaughters, ages 5 and 3.
I'm raising 2 little girls now that I don't know how to deal with the grief of my daughter. I'm trying. These little girls grieve their mommy. So I guess, in all honesty, it does mean a lot to me to know that there's help out there for me.
That help comes from these health experts passing out care packages with information on mental health, counseling, housing, and employment. Medication lockboxes are available for those struggling with substance abuse.
We can't really get to the root of issues if we're not talking about why they're starting in the first place.
The organization received $100,000 in federal stimulus money to help with prevention, and they've handed out 400 bags since they started last week. Leaders say their goal was to pass out 1,000 of these care packages within 4 weeks, but they've received such a great response, they've doubled their goal to 2,000 care packages through September.
We're just trying to give them an alternative and let them know that people are there for them.
And sometimes that visitor is more valuable.
And I do appreciate it.
Can I give you a hug?
I love her.
If you need help, we have information at WSLS.com. In Lynchburg, Tim Harfman, 10 News, working for you.
Happening now, Dr. Anthony Fauci is teaming up with Virginia healthcare providers to talk about the coronavirus. We want to give you a live look at this online forum where Governor Ralph Northam is talking with him about vaccine hesitancy and how your healthcare provider can answer any questions. You can see here a number of Virginia healthcare leaders are taking part in this. We have this streaming on our website, WSLS.com. The local health director says the number of cases and hospitalizations are going up from the Delta variant. Some of those are breakthrough cases.
We still have to keep that big picture in mind that our hospitalization rates and our death rates are far lower than we would have seen last year. And that's in large part because of the vaccination effort.
She says right now 31 people are hospitalized with the virus, but just 19% of those are vaccinated. Some University of Lynchburg students are back for a more normal school year. Today continued first-year student move-in. The university typically has about 500 freshmen in dorms, but there's only 400 this year.
We're back to normal hands-on move-in with our volunteers, back in the classroom face-to-face. Activities on campus are back to normal, and that's, we survived last year and made it through the full year, and that's the plan again this year.
Students are required to be vaccinated before returning to campus.
Louisdale Medical Center, now the first hospital in Virginia to use new artificial intelligence to help diagnose and treat lung cancer. There is a scope with a camera on the end to give doctors direct vision during procedures. The technology makes it easier to navigate through a person's lung.
I'm Shane Dwyer. We're live in Roanoke tonight. A beautiful night to be out at National Night Out. We'll show you all the fun that everyone's having coming up right after the break.
WSLS 10 News, the proud winner of 2 2021 Emmy Awards for Best Daytime Newscast and Best Evening Newscast.
Tonight, neighborhoods across our area are celebrating National Night Out.
Yeah, basically it's an evening of food, fun, and fellowship, but it's aimed at building relationships between police departments and their respective communities. And 10 News reporter Shane Dwyer is live in Roanoke. And Shane, one of those is just getting started right there where you are.
Yeah, John and Brittany, we were having such a good time here in Southeast, we decided to stay here for 6 as well. Take a look right now. Roanoke County Sheriff's Office out here grilling up some hot dogs and having a great time. Really a strong showing here in the Southeast Roanoke neighborhood. Now, National Night Out takes place across the country, and it's been happening here in Southwest Virginia for years. Now, last year, neighborhoods scaled most of their events back because of the pandemic, but this year they are truly excited to be back out in force. The goal of the night, of course, to socialize with both your neighbors, civic leaders, including first responders. The mayor is even out here, and some of the police chiefs as well. Now, folks behind the national organization that sponsor these events say it works and that it does help to reduce crime. Back out with us live here tonight. Most events have started at this point 6. Most will run till about 9, 8:30. I'm sure there's one happening in your neighborhood, so if you want to get out and have a good time, go ahead and check it out. We'll have pictures and different videos from all the different ones across the area coming up tonight at 11. Live in Roanoke, Shane Dwyer, 10 News, working for you.
You are looking at a live picture from our Poor Mountain Sky Cam, and friends, you'll notice that we are indeed seeing some hazy sunshine out and about. It's been a pretty quiet afternoon, a little bit breezy along the mountaintops. We'll let you know when we're going to have a better chance for rain and when highs could hit the low to mid 90s again coming up.
Lawmakers are still split along party lines as to how to spend American Rescue Plan money.
Yeah, the special session in Richmond might be taking longer than expected if they can't come to some sort of an agreement. 10 News reporter Annie Schroeder is breaking it all down from the Capitol.
With Democrats remaining in control of the majority across the state, some Republican lawmakers here in Richmond spent the day proposing changes to how Virginia could spend billions of dollars in COVID-19 relief. Lawmakers have about $4.3 billion to work with in federal aid from the Biden administration. Today, any amendments proposed on how this money could get spent started to be presented on the floor for consideration in the House and the Senate. One of the top priorities of the money is toward school revitalization and money toward access to universal broadband. With just weeks until students return to school, legislators from both parties have education as a top priority on their list.
Here, we've got some great investments that are happening across the board, making sure we get our kids and teachers safely back in to school this fall.
Southwest Virginia has long been overlooked for these schools. We was wanting to see more latitude given to the localities on how that money could be spent, not just in some of the remodel, but maybe in some of the locality wanted to use some of that money to build a school.
Now, while all the legislators are here in Richmond, they will also take part in the appointmentship of several judges on the appeals court. The session could last longer than expected if this budget proposal is not passed in a timely manner. In Richmond tonight, Annie Schroeder, 10 News, working for you.
Advocates against gun violence are urging lawmakers to put more of that money toward prevention efforts. As communities see more shootings, Lori Haas with the Coalition to Stop Gun Violence says that leaders need more money to address the problem. And she says while everyone wants the issue to end, it's just a matter of how much funding they'll get.
We have seen gun violence increase during the pandemic. You know, rates of gun violence in too many cities across the Commonwealth are skyrocketing, and it's a public health epidemic that needs to be addressed.
Governor Northam has proposed more than $100 million of that money to help.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
We did have some passing showers this morning. Highest concentration was across south side. You'll notice that we have a whole lot more rain towards eastern parts of the Carolinas. That is actually moving away from us. However, you'll notice also more showers and some embedded thunderstorms from the southern part of Pennsylvania south into northern parts of Georgia. This is heading to the northeast, and this could bring us a stray shower or thunder shower as we head through this evening in places like the Mountain Empire and or New River Valley. If there is anything outside this evening at all, though, you need to know it's going to be very, very isolated. After that, we're going to see perhaps skies partly cloudy for the rest of the night. Wednesday is going to be a day where we have some leftover clouds early in the day, and then as we head into the afternoon, we should break out a little more sunshine. The one caveat to that is you may hold on to a little more cloud cover further to the south and across south side late tomorrow afternoon. A stray shower or thunder shower can't be ruled out. As we head into Wednesday night, skies will be nothing worse than partly cloudy. Most of us are fair. Then as we head into Thursday starts pretty bright. We're going to have some sunshine around for about the first half to 2/3 of the day. Then later on Thursday afternoon, after 3:30, we're going to start to see a few showers or thunder showers working their way in mainly towards the highlands and or southern Shenandoah. All right, let's look into this weekend. This week, again, it looks like this front is really going to be too far east to really do a whole lot of damage to us, okay? So that front that's bringing so much rain towards the eastern Carolinas will eventually push out to sea. And then on Saturday, the southerly flow comes back into play for us. So what that's going to do is grab warmth and humidity, bringing in our direction. And on Saturday, we're going to have a better chance for some pop-up thunder showers. 30 to 35% chance, okay? So it doesn't look like Saturday's going to be all that wet. It just could be one of the wetter days we have here over the next 4 to 5 days, with Sunday actually looking pretty dry. Let's look Sunday and beyond. Looking into our crystal ball here from the Climate Prediction Center, they are saying Sunday and beyond we are looking at above average temperatures likely. So chances are next week is going to be pretty hot. In addition to that, they are saying below average precipitation is possible for us, with the bulk of the rain mainly towards the Great Lakes states. Again, that's just a prediction from the Climate Prediction Center saying that next week should be drier and hotter than normal. 69 right now in Wytheville. That is far and away the cool spot. 80 in Lynchburg, 77 Danville, 79 Roanoke, 76 as we speak in Martinsville. For tonight, some clouds in and out of our backyards. It's pretty comfortable outside. Overnight lows tonight, 57. to 64. 3-day zone-by-zone forecast showing highs in the 70s in the NRV Wednesday and Thursday. You're bumping up in the lower 80s by Friday. For the highlands, we're looking at highs about 80 to 85 here for the next couple of days. May have a better chance for a stray shower or thunder shower on Thursday. Southside may have among the better chances for a couple of showers tomorrow. Otherwise, you're going to get up to as warm as perhaps 86, 87 degrees by Friday. For Lynchburg, you are looking at the hottest weather coming in Saturday through Tuesday. Highs by then 87 to 94, with Monday looking to be the hottest day of them all over the next 7 days. And across the Roanoke Valley, Friday looks dry, a few thunder showers Saturday, dry Sunday, a couple more showers or thunder showers during the heating of the day, Monday and Tuesday. And just like Lynchburg, by Sunday through Tuesday, temperatures 90 to 95. Here comes the heat. Here comes the humidity. Appy.
All right, Jeff, the hoopla coming down to the wire in Tokyo. We'll hear from Team USA today. And the First and 10 Camp Tour rolls back into Roanoke County as we look in on the Vikings of Northside coming up next. Meanwhile, Simone Biles returned to competition. Good enough to medal, taking home the bronze on the beam. You can see all that action tonight on WSLS 10. Olympic medal count for you. There you have it. USA leading China, but still chasing them in the gold rush. The First and 10 Camp Tour continues in Roanoke County, where the Northside Vikings are prepping for the fall season in the Blue Ridge District. Rough spring for the Vikings. Plenty of talent, but hard to showcase it with COVID protocols and injuries hitting pretty hard. But what the spring did accomplish for Coach Fisher and his team, it energized the Vikings in the offseason.
I think we came together in the weight room. I think that's where it really all started. We built up some chemistry in there, worked hard together. I think that's really what is going to help us this year. So just we all kind of came together as one, and we just picked each other up, and then now we're a team out here working together.
Well, I think, our skill guys right now are really talented. Sid returns back at quarterback. We've got 3 running backs that we can move in and out. Our slots are pretty good. We played so many young guys early, and all that's helping us out now. So we feel real good about things. Offensively up front, we're about 8 or 9 deep. So we feel real good about that. We'll get some of these younger guys some reps as we move along and ready to go.
All right, the Vikings host Pulaski County on August 27th to open the season. It's always a good one.
Nightly news coming up next.
We'll see you at 7.